Hey everyone's Jackel Wolf back in Chemical Exchange with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we did the Loot Fabricator and the 16 thorium. That has unlocked the nuclear craft fission reactors, which is really kind of funny because I just did this in Sky Factory 4. But this is going to be a little bit more complicated because we're going to have to break these down through like the chemicals rather than have most of these items already built in our world like we did in Sky Factory 4. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to do this 16 uranium, which is actually the easiest one. All we need to do is we need to go up to our shop, and it is a purchasable item. We unlocked this quite a while ago. We just haven't had a reason to purchase any of it, mainly because it is really expensive. So it is 50,000 monies. I managed to get this amount by just taking all of these loot drops. Like, I've been building up my mob data modules for, pretty much quite a while now. So I had a lot of bone. I had a lot of gunpowder. I had a lot of rotten flesh. So I just ran them through my quest completer here. And you can see I've got a couple that are half done but not quite done. And that's how I got that money. It was actually pretty simple. I had a lot back in storage, so it didn't actually take me a whole lot. But that is how I got that money. So we're going to go up to the store. We're going to go purchase one of them. And there it is in our inventory. Like we've done before, we're going to go to our transmutation table. Put it into our transmutation table. It is now learnt. We're going to go and just grab a full stack because it's easier than grabbing 16. There it is. Quest complete. There we go. And we're going to go collect 8,000 monies. It cost us 50,000 to unlock it. That doesn't seem like a very good return, but doesn't really matter. We've got it. That's all we need to do now. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to build the Fission Controller. Now, to make the Fission Controller, we're actually going to have to make ourselves the alloy furnace first. So to make an alloy furnace, we're going to have to make ourselves a copper solenoid. Copper solenoid is a copper and iron, and we get these by running 16 copper top left of the chemical combiner. That gets us our copper ingots. 16 iron top left of the chemical combiner. That gets us our iron ingots. And we're going to need 4 copper and 2 iron to make 2 copper solenoids. Now, which is good. We only need 1 right now, but this is going to actually give us 2 of them. So there we go. 2 copper solenoids. We're going to come back over here and let's just go throw this in our crafting table just so we've got it all ready to go. Next up, we're going to need a couple basic plates. Now, basic plates are made with lead ingots and graphite dust. So lead ingots are very simple. They're just going to be through the chemical combiner. Graphite dust is a little bit more complicated. So to start, what we're going to do is we're going to take that lead top left corner again. That's pretty much the recipe for all the ingots, is the top left corner. There we go. There is lead ingots. To get the graphite dust, we're first going to need to make ourselves a piece of coal. Now, this is very position sensitive. If we put it into the top right, we're going to get charcoal. That's not what we want. We want it into the top middle. 8 pieces of carbon chemical in the top middle gets us 1 piece of coal. Now, this piece of coal, we're actually going to have to run through the manufactory and break it down into coal dust. Now, we will get to a point where we upgrade the speeds on this, but right now we're just going to let this one through because we just need 1 of them for a moment. I've pre-done as many of these as I could. Crushed coal, we got to run it through 1 more time. This one's actually a little bit quicker, which is nice, but this is now going to get us the crushed graphite dust. So there you go. And we are actually, now that I think about it, I just noticed the uranium still in my inventory. Let's go throw that back in our transmutation table. And we're going to go over and grab the lead we had and the graphite dust we had. And then we're going to bring both of these over to a crafting table. So 2 lead, 2 graphite dust in that cross pattern gets us 2 basic plates. We need 4 total, so I've got a double recipe of that. And then there you go. So 4 basic plating, 2 bricks. We've done those before. I'm not going to get into them. 1 piece of redstone. Again, we've done that multiple times. We're not going to get into that. Furnace, I certainly hope you don't need me to tell you how to make a furnace, and there you go. So furnace in the center, copper solenoid bottom center, 2 bricks on the side, 4 basic plates, and that 1 piece of redstone. There is our alloy furnace. This is absolutely perfect. Now, we did get an advancement alloy purpose. That's not part of the quest book. That's part of these advancements here. So I just pressed L on the keyboard, nuclear craft, there you go. There is our smelting up a storm. While we're here, we're also going to get this crafted nuclear furnace, and then it is also going to unlock the fission reactor. So that is perfect there. What we're going to do now is we're going to go take this alloy furnace. We're going to go place it down in our world. Make sure we got a little bit of charcoal in there. This is going to take quite a bit of power. So the first alloy that we're going to have to make is going to be some steel. To make steel, it is going to be 1 piece of iron and 2 pieces of, in this case I got crushed coal. I had a bunch left over from when I was doing it, but you can actually just use 2 pieces of coal as well. Both are absolutely acceptable in the recipe. But what we're going to do again is we're going to take that iron, top left, that gets us our iron ingots, and then we're going to go and run them through the alloy furnace. So iron and 2 pieces of coal. This will very slowly make us steel. Now, what we can do is we can upgrade the speed on this. It is kind of an expensive, especially the power, because we really want to balance. For every speed upgrade, we're going to want a power upgrade. So really, really quickly here, there is our steel ingot. I kind of want to speed this whole process up. So what we're going to do is, to make the power upgrade, we're going to need 4 crushed obsidian. I'm going to make 2 of them because that's kind of what I had resources to do. We're going to need 4 crushed quartz. Again, this is the double recipe. And then 1 weighted pressure plate, which is the golden one. So the pressure plates go in the middle. We got the 4 crushed obsidian, and then we've got 4 crushed quartz, and that gets us our energy upgrades, which are perfect. Let's go throw these in there now. This is going to improve our energy output, although I don't think it makes a difference until we actually add the speed output. Very, very similar to the energy upgrade. We're going to take the redstone, we're going to take lapis lazuli, and then just regular iron weighted pressure plates. And we're going to go and do pretty much the exact same thing. So it is 4 redstone and 4 lapis. Again, double recipe here, and I've got these out of order. There you go. So speed upgrade, 2 of them, and we're going to come back and there we go. So it just took them right out of my hand. It didn't actually open them up, but I've made the advancement overclocking. That's because I've added a speed upgrade, and maybe I don't know if I have to do both of them or not. So this is a little bit faster. You can put a full stack of these in here to speed it up, but I don't have the time or the resources to do that right now. So this is definitely going to help us get the resources that we need. While we are waiting, and actually, another way to get those upgrades is through the blue loot crates. I've been getting them as very, very rare drops from my mob grinder. If we go, look at that, we got an energy upgrade. That's awesome. Probably not as well. You know what? It is a little bit better than the speed upgrades because the energy upgrade is the more complicated of the two. So I'm going to take those steel ingots. I'm going to go quickly. I'm going to cut here. I'm going to make a 3rd speed upgrade, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I've added that 3rd speed upgrade there, which is absolutely perfect. Our next step is we need to turn this steel into some ferroboron alloy, and that's going to require mixing it with some boron ingots. So boron is very, very simple. Again, it is the 16 boron, top left corner gets us our boron ingot. And then if we go steel ingots, boron ingots in the alloy furnace very, very quickly now, again, because of those speed upgrades, we're going to get 2 ferroboron alloys. So this is doubling our, well, it's not really doubling, it's mixing them together, making a total amount. So that is absolutely perfect. We're going to let this run really quickly here, and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we've got our 20 ferroboron alloy. Next step is to turn this ferroboron alloy into some tough alloy. So to make tough alloy, we're going to have to mix the ferroboron with some lithium. And so lithium is, again, very, very similar. We're going to take the 16 lithium, top left corner gets us our lithium ingots. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the lithium and then a equal amount of the ferroboron. I probably didn't do that the best way. Throw it into our alloy furnace. This together is going to get us our tough alloy. Now this is going to be something we're going to need quite a bit of, but as we've been going along, our recipe's been doubling. So our initial stuff with the steel and that is quite a bit less than what our end total is going to be. So that does make things a little bit easier. While we are waiting for all of this to kind of alloy together, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this tough alloy And we're going to come over here and let's start by making ourselves a machine chassis. So that is going to be 4 lead ingots. It's going to be 4 steel ingots and then 1 tough alloy in a crafting table. We're going to go just repeat that whole recipe again. I'm going to say it again. I really wish we had Tinker's tables in here. It would make that so much simpler. But there you go. There is our machine chassis. Let's come over here and we're just going to throw it up here for the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and grab a little bit more of this tough alloy. We're actually going through it pretty quick, which is nice. We're going to need 16 total tough alloy along with, 16 total redstone and 4 basic plating. We're going to need 4 advanced plating. So 1 basic plate, 4 pieces of redstone and 4 tough alloys. That gets us 1 advanced plating, which is absolutely perfect. What we're going to do is we're just going to throw all of this in here and balance it up. And then there we go. We're going to go and make our, this is not working. There you go. We're going to make 4 advanced plates, which is absolutely perfect. We'll come back over here. I keep grabbing the wrong chest. So this is for the actual fission controller. Next up, we're going to make ourselves some nuclear furnaces. We're going to need another 8 of those tough alloys. We're going to need 8 of the basic plating and 2 furnaces over in a crafting table. So again, a double recipe. We're going to need 4 of the advanced, or 4 of the basic plates, 4 of the tough alloy ingots, and 1 furnace gets us a nuclear furnace. Double recipe. There you go. There's our 2 nuclear furnaces. There's another advancement that we made. Again, not part of the quest. These are part of the advancements. And then last up, we're going to make something a little bit more complicated. Some magnesium diboride alloy. That is going to be some magnesium and some boron in the alloy smelter. So again, 60 magnesium, top left corner gets us our ingots. 1 magnesium ingot to 2 boron ingots ends up getting us this magnesium diboride magnesium diboride alloy. That's what we're looking for. We're going to need 4 of these total, as well as 2 tough alloys. And we're going to come back over here. So the recipe is 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, and then 2 tough alloys. Now, if you're looking in the recipe book, this can be very, very deceiving because these 2 colors, especially I think in the recording, are very, very similar. There is only a slight shade difference between the tough alloy and the magnesium diboride alloy. But 4 magnesium diboride alloys, 2 tough alloys together gets us 2 magnesium diboride solenoids. We're going to take these 2 solenoids. We're going to take the 4 advanced plates. We're going to take the 2 nuclear craft furnaces and the machine chassis over to our crafting table, rebuild it all over here, and then there you go. There is our fission controller. That is what we were working on today. We can toss this down. I don't think it's going to do anything for us. We need to build a whole bunch of other stuff to make our fission reactor. But that is not going to be for this episode. This is going to be really, really handy because we are really, really seriously pushing our power source over here. And we are definitely going to need something a little bit more robust because this is just not working for me anymore. It's taken me a long time. I'm just burning through power really, really quickly. So I'm hoping this is definitely going to help us out quite a bit. But let me know in the comments below if you did any of those quests any differently than I did. And before we start, there was no reward for the Fission Controller anyways, so we don't have anything to kind of get from that. But if you enjoyed this video, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there will be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this series, if you enjoy this content and you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters, but that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.